Praise the sun, everyone. Asaku. Yeah, please engage the boss. Whew. I don't know what's going on the other side of this cinematic. So as you guys can see, there's no real differences between these guys. I think his eyes are like red, but not glowing red. He looks actually like a Sith in the one or two frames you actually get to see his pupils. He has like the yellowing of the pupil and the reddening of like the entire rest of the eye area. That looks a lot like Anakin towards the end of Revenge of the Sith. Oh, and this is me going into the boss fog, so I don't have to deal with those dark motherfuckers. Actually, right before I got summoned, I actually picked up their sword as a random drop, so that's nice. Oh, cool. This will be an interesting showcase for you guys, how spellcasters do it. Looks like you can actually, because he staggers so easily, unless he's rolling, you can actually just chain him. Ooh, I got hit by the uppercut. And we got another one. Shit. I am sorry, Asaku. I'm gonna take that one for you. Ooh, okay, hold up, back up. They hit each other. It's gonna be a melee. You're not even hitting the boss, Usaku. What are you doing? Really, fighting this guy is a lot like fighting a player, or actually, not really on the scale of a player. More of a Dark Knight or Black Knight. Black Knight, not a Dark Knight, not a Dark Wraith for sure. It's much more along the lines of Ooh, here we go. Another melee. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Well, actually, it seems as if as long as they don't get out of the proximity to them, which is, I'm assuming, it's her fault or his fault. Alright. Good job, Asaku. No distinguishing features. Until now. I love that the music doesn't skip a beat, it just keeps going. And it's beautiful, perfect music. Like, I can definitely see myself listening to this music outside of this fight. I'm gonna remember this fight for sure. It's one of my favorites. This part, obviously, big Lord of Cinder moment. Because it's a lot like the Gwyn fight, except with a lot less parrying. And he's a lot less aggressive. Oh. Okay, he's hovering. I've heard he can do this. Ooh, is he just gonna kill her? Almost. Just gonna cap off real quick. And she's dead. Well, that sucked. I guess not everyone's having the ease I was. Oh well. I'll put the sign in the same spot, and hopefully I can summon a Saku again. So I think I did a pretty good job. They should be dead. Yeah. So while I have you guys here, let's look at the Dark Sword. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Pitch black straight sword of the Dark Wraith, survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. Not just darkness, also flooding tidal waters. Yeah. There's a whole story behind that. Let's get into it. That'll be a good backdrop for this fight. Long ago, there was the kingdom of Ulasil. Ulasil. Depends on your interpretation. It was a land of gentle magics, and dusk as its princess, and it's where the mushrooms are from. It was a gentle place. That is, until the kings were tempted, and in a very Lord of the Rings way, I might add, similar to how Sauron beguiled the lords of elves, and especially the lords of men. A toothy serpent by the name of Kath enticed them with great power. He said, dig further deep underground and you will find it. You'll find the power you seek, the power to surpass the gods. And so they dug until they discovered something they shouldn't have. The Abyss. And with it, Manus, the primordial human. Now, I'm assuming that's when the rest of the world kind of got wind of this, because they sent at least three of the four knights there. The chiefly being Artorias. Artorias investigated the Abyss, but because he wasn't human, he didn't have any access to the Dark Soul. And there wasn't any dark in him at all. Okay, back up, let him fight. And so as a result, he became victim to the darkness, and it possessed his body. And his mind, too, but mainly his body. He could only save Sif, the great Grey Wolf. Tim is doing an excellent job, by the way. He used his great shield to summon great magics. Magics that could resist even the Abyss. And so Sif was spared from the darkness. Here we go. Let him fight. But as a result, Artorias fell and became a pawn of Manus. Enter the player character, where we come and we kill Artorias, and then we kill Manus. Ultimately, history would not remember this. They would simply remember Artorias, in a last act of valor, walked among the Abyss and defeated Manus and stopped the spread of darkness, at least momentarily. His accomplishments were up there with Gwyn, who linked the fire in the first place. But they awoke something. They introduced darkness to the world and gave birth to the first Darkstalkers, which we see today. We see in all of its forms, actually, here. The dark is strong here. I can see why these guys are constantly fighting it. They're actually doing their duty. It's the sad thing. Yeah, they've gone insane. They started fighting each other and killing each other, but they're doing their duty. They're fighting the darkness. The Ultimate Lord of Cinder's task. Ooh, got hit by the fire. Yeah, maybe pyromancy isn't the best tactic here, bro. And Kath would try again. Kath would try again in New Londo. The follow-up community to Anor Londo, and a place of great culture. They were some of the more cultured people in Lordran. However, that didn't matter. Once again, he beguiled the rulers. And the Abyss was tapped into again. We don't know how. But it had something to do with Lord Gwyn's soul. Finally a victory. You're welcome, my friend. Good job, Tim. You earned that. Good job, Lucatiel. You live on. Anyway, in that circumstance, the Keepers, a secretive group of sorcerers. Let's go sorcerers, but more like sages. Defended the world in this case by simply flooding the entire city and killing everyone in it, and it was an undead city, so that really means something. And as a result of undead who can't really exist in the way undead should, there were ghosts that plagued the area that, you know, were a bitch to try to damage, because you had to use an item that would only give you the ability to damage them temporarily, or you had to use a cursed weapon. Artorias had a cursed weapon as a result of the Abyss, ironically. So it all kind of ties together. I don't know why the Abyss is here, but these enemies are very similar to the enemies that were from the Abyss in Dark Souls. In what's it called? In Ulasil. And these are and then of course we have down here. Assuming they left any bodies. I don't think they did. Alright. The dark enemies down there. The ones with the dark sword. Yeah, actually, let's finish reading it. They are from New Londo. And whenever you unflood it, you actually can fight them. And they're not so easy. They're a lot easier. No, they're easier in this game, despite their more complicated moveset in this game. They're just a lot more powerful in Dark Souls 1. Your summon sign disappeared. Oh, fuck. I can still use the homeward bone. Alright. Alright, guys. At least we got a victory today, and I think I got, you know, a good opportunity to talk about some lore. Get that off my chest. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm going to try to do at least one more match, but praise the sun, and I'll see you guys next time.